Hello guys, welcome back to another video, a different type of video. Today we're not working on any car in particular, but I am going to be showing you how to completely gut a DPF, a diesel particulate filter. So, right here we have a standard DPF, as you can see. I'm not too sure how well you are going to be able to see, but this does have the filter inside of it. It's like a honeycomb mesh. I believe it's made out of ceramic. In our case, it does contain some precious metals as well. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you the best, the most efficient way of getting this completely hollow for, I'm not going to say for some horsepower gains, but mainly for a reliability gain. But yeah, let's get cracking anyway, and let's see what we can do with this thing. Okay then, so this is the setup then. So as you can see, we have the DPF itself, we have a workbench. Now, it's not necessary to use a workbench, but it does make things a little bit easier. You are going to want something to catch the filter itself, the honeycomb, the ceramic part of the DPF in. Now, as you can see, I have a bucket with a bag in. You are going to want something like that just to make sure you catch everything. You don't want the inside of this filter, you don't want the dust flying around. You want to make sure you can catch it and then tie it up and then dispose of it properly. But you are also going to want to have a mask. Please make sure you use a mask. You do not want to be breathing in the inside of this filter. If it gets on your lungs, it can cause serious issues, so please make sure you use a mask. But essentially what I'm going to do is clamp the DPF itself in the workbench. Okay, so now that we have the DPF itself secured in the workbench, it's time to start gutting this thing. So essentially, I'm just going to be using an extra long drill bit. Try and use one that is longer than the DPF itself, just so you can go all the way through on a drill, of course. And yeah, this ceramic stuff, this honeycomb, should not be hard to drill through. It is quite soft, so it will break apart quite easily. So essentially, I'm just going to be drilling through until this stuff inside starts to break up. And yeah, hopefully it should just fall out of the bottom and into our catch bucket. Now, if you don't have a drill, then you could use a hammer and a chisel, but obviously that is going to take longer. So if you do have a drill with a long drill bit, it is going to make your life a lot easier. Now, if you are watching this and you're thinking, you know, I don't have good access to get a drill in here, maybe you have a pipe that is bent and it just means that you can't get a drill bit in here, chances are you are going to have to cut the DPF. You are going to have to cut it open, drill it all out, and then re-weld it up. But in our case, we are quite lucky because we have access to both sides. We can just drill through the entire thing and it will still look factory. It will still have all the factory welds and everything. No need to cut it open, and yeah, it won't look like it's been tampered with. But yeah, before we get started, let's put our mask on, and yeah, we don't want to be breathing in any of that stuff.
Okay then, let's give it a go. So you can see just how easy this stuff drills through. Literally takes no effort. Like I said, once we get the entire way through, this should start to break up then. Okay, so we can see daylight now, so it's going to be a case, just keep drilling, and it should start to break up then. Let's keep going.
Okay, so here is how we are currently looking. As you can see, a good chunk of the filter is now removed with the combination of the drill and the crowbar as well. All I've done is made the initial first hole all the way through slightly larger, and I've worked over to one side. Now what I'm going to do is start working my way around, and it should all start to fall into itself then. But yeah, looking good.
It's doing a big poo. Almost there. There we go.
So here we are then. This is the final product. As you can see, DPF is completely clear, and this is what we removed. So as you can see, the filter material itself, and there is, I don't know if this is for every DPF or just this particular DPF, but there is kind of this insulation type stuff that goes around the perimeter. I don't know if it's to keep heating or what, but yeah, that kind of goes around the perimeter. Make sure you remove that as well. You don't want any of that stuff in because it will just clog up your exhaust. But yeah, this is everything removed, so we will discard of this properly. It should be worth some money actually, because like I said, it does have some precious metals in. But yeah, you don't want to breathe that stuff in because like I said, it can be quite toxic. But yeah, that's the DPF pretty much done. Okay then guys, so there we go. DPF has been completely gutted now, and like you just saw, it's really not that difficult. I mean, like I said, if you do have a DPF where you can't really get a drill bit all the way through, hopefully you're going to be able to get one in at least one of the sides, and you can kind of maneuver it how you need to. But if you really cannot gain access to either side, you know you can't really get a straight pass through, then chances are you are going to have to cut the DPF at some point, open it up, and then re-weld it. I mean, if you want to do that, that's obviously up to you. Now, when it comes to you know, the coding side of things, does the DPF need to be coded out? I get a bunch of questions on a daily basis regarding this. Yes, your DPF will need to be coded out or mapped out, so do plan on getting your car remapped. You know, you don't have to get a performance remap, you can literally just go to your tuner and get the DPF, you know, switched out essentially. So yeah, that's something to consider as well. Is it a thing that you need to do straight away? You know, do you need to get your car remapped straight after gutting your DPF? From my experience, no, you are good for, I don't know, a few days, a week, 2 weeks, a month, I really don't know. But one thing is that your car may want to try and perform a regeneration. So you may have some black smokes when you are, you know, taking it on the motorway or whatever. So just bear that in mind as well. Yeah, I think that's pretty much covered it, to be honest. Like I said, if you do have any questions, just leave them down in the comment section below. But yeah, hopefully this video has been helpful. Please give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all in that next one. Peace!